Torino FIFA, and this is basically the team, the Bundesliga, my Bundesliga team of the year. And as you can see here, there are lots of Bayern players. The reason is because basically Bayern won the league, and they should be surrounded with a bunch of Bayern players. They won the league at the record time. They won it in March. That's the quickest time any German team has won it in the Bundesliga. So they should deserve it. And so we're going to start. We're going to got Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer, for me, sometimes it could be very good and sometimes it can be just rubbish. And this season, I think most of the times he's been great. He has helped Bayern win the league in great style. Helped them go to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And I think Bayern should go to the finals of the Champions League and probably win it because Bayern are just unbelievable. Last season they had a little shaky start because maybe they didn't have depth in their squad. Now they've got players like Javi Martinez giving them that depth, and players like Toni Kroos who's come to the plate. But Manuel Neuer, I think he should have 90 dive, and I think he deserves Team of the Year, and he's just a great player. So we're starting off from left back, another Bayern player, David Alaba. Again, one of the other players who played so well for Bayern. Really went from that holding mid spot to a left back spot. I think as soon as I can't remember who was a former right back or left back for Bayern, but as soon as he's in, it's just great, and he's been one of the greatest Bayern left backs I think this season, or probably one of the best defenders this season for Bayern. And not a Bayern player, but a German player. Whoops, you see there was a bench. Benedict Howarders. Yes, Schalke haven't had the greatest. I think they're like 6th or 8th now or 7th. They haven't had the greatest, but they have been playing very well with Benedict Howarders. You don't think he's got experience because he's not the oldest, but he has experience. I just think he deserves it in form because he's been a left back hidden. That he's really trying to help Schalke, even though they've got young players like Julian Draxler trying to win the games for them on his own. But Benedict Howarders at the back has been quite solid. Back to another Bayern player, Dante. Dante's been a new signing. He came from Borussia Mönchengladbach, and for me, he's been one of the best centre backs in the world, in my opinion, at the moment in the season, because he's really helped Bayern hold that spot. I think again, Dortmund, Bas Duba got injured, and we thought, who's going to go centre back? And Dante went centre back, and as soon as he went centre back, he was so great, and he was unbelievable. Right back. Yes, right back. Philip Lahm, 10 assists this season, I think, so far. And he's been one of the best right backs in the world, in my opinion. Again, the best right back in the world. And there's nothing else to say about this veteran. He's never won a Premier League. He's never won a Bundesliga, for Bayern. I think it's first season captain Bayern out. And he is a great, great player for Bayern. And without him, I think Bayern would have been very, very easy to get past. Into the holding midfield, you see a bunch of Bayern players, and Bastian Schweinsteiger, he has been, again, another player that's been great for Bayern, and I think he's just been one of the greatest holding mids again for Bayern, and probably in the world. In the semi-final Champions League, it's going to be very hard for him to handle Xavi and Iniesta, but for me, I think he could do it with the players around him like Thomas Muller, Javi Martinez, or probably Luis Gustavo, who might play there. On Javi Martinez, he has been a good player. There's nothing real good to say about him because he's been good. He came from centre back to holding mid because he knew I can't play centre back. You've got players like Dante, new signing, Baduba and Boateng. So how am I going to play centre back? But he can play centre back. I think some of the games, when Dante probably he's been injured or he's been substituted, Martinez will go there. And he's been a new signing. For me, I was shocked when he went to Bayern Munich. I thought he was going to go somewhere like Manchester United or Manchester City. But he went to Bayern Munich and he's been a world-class player. For me, I just snuck him in because I think he was just great. I would have put Luis Gustavo there, but for me, I think Javi Martinez has been better than him. On to another Bayern player, Thomas Muller. Now, Thomas Muller last season, I think he was super. So unlucky he didn't win the league. Lucky he didn't win the DFB Pokal. Unlucky he didn't win the Champions League. I thought he could have won all three. But with Thomas Muller, I think Bayern will not have that creativity and will not have that class. And for me, Thomas Muller and Ribéry on the other side has been both good, and Ribéry again, he's been the best player in the Bundesliga this season. I am sorry, he's been the best Bundesliga player this season for us. Sorry, He's been the best player for this guy this season, and he is just great. When he played against Borussia Dortmund, I think he destroyed our midfield. Players like Gotze couldn't even handle him, and I think he played one of the best seasons he's had. Last season it was all about Robin. This season all about Ribery. Onto the Dortmund players. I'm going to talk about both at the same time because Royce and Lewandowski is so great. Royce, for me, he has been so good for us because he came from Mönchengladbach, and I thought, really, Royce, we could have bought anyone to replace Shinji Kagawa. But Royce has been so great. I think he's been one of the best players for Dortmund, maybe the best players, and assisting great goals into the semi-Champions League. And without him, I think we would have been nowhere without him. The firepower he brings to us, if Lewandowski can't score, which is very low, Royce will be there to score instead. And Lewandowski, I think, I wouldn't say he's like a Hernandez, but he's like a player that's always there. And without him, again, we would be nothing. And Lewandowski, 20 odd goals, he's just being an incredible footballer. And I don't hope, but I want him to go to Manchester United or a big club like that. But I really don't want him to go. But it's a major decision, and it's his decision, and I hope he succeeds. Brought him from Lech Poznan for like 1 mil, and he's been one of the best players for Dortmund at his age. And onto the bench, I'm sure not what you can talk about individually, but really, I don't know. Again, Hamburg 9-2, didn't spoil them. They lost last game. I think the game before that, not last game. The game before that, and it was bad, but I think really throughout the season, consistent, he's been great. He's been wonderful. Another player, Uchida, again, Schalke, the defense have been very well kept, and I think he's been got some good chances. And for me, I think he should be picked up by a bigger club than Schalke, for me, in my opinion. And this guy, Max Hummels, I think he was been so good at the first half of the season. And as soon as the whole Bundesliga went to Qatar and other sunny places, he went rubbish. He went poor. I don't think he was that great. And for me, he's been very liability. And if he goes to a big club, I think he'll do well. Because I think he's a wonderful centre back, and I think he's one of the best centre backs in the world for me. In the World Cup, the Euros, he played one of the best players. Even with Balotelli, did destroy him in the nicest way. But he's been one of the great centre backs for Germany and maybe for Borussia Dortmund. Heung-min Son. We talk about Japan in Bundesliga. They've been talking about Japan and the Asian teams, Asian countries, not Asian teams. They're come and they've made such a good impact. Heung-min Son has been so great. I think he should be another place. Should be going to a bigger club than Hamburg, even though Hamburg are a big club. But Heung-min Son has been so great, and I think I would pick him up in my own team. And if he does not get informed, I'll go crazy. He's such a good player. And I'm just going to talk about these two. Now, people are arguing who's better, Toni Kroos or Mario Gotze. In my opinion, Mario Kroos. Mario Kroos is better because they're just so good. Even if he's got a high rep, him as a high rating, I think Kroos, he's been, my opinion, as good as Mario Gotze because Gotze, everyone's knowing him. But for Kroos, he has to go in the limelight. He's just calming down. He's playing on with his game, and he's just basically running it. Even though I didn't put Kroos in Muller, even though I put Kroos instead of Muller, because I think Kroos has just been better, and he's been a world class. And again, Mario Gotze got so much goals, being noticed. When they faced Malaga, he wasn't the greatest, but 2 goals today against Greyfirth, I think. Yeah, 6-1 win, good. And then Mario Mandzukic, we can say every goal, every game I saw Bayern play, I'll see Mandzukic on the score sheet. So this was my Bundesliga team of the year, team of the season. Sorry. I think this is a good team of the season. If this actually was the team of the season, the players I'll definitely pick up will be Mario Gotze, Heung-min Son, and Marco Reus. So please leave a like, maybe subscribe, comment, and peace. I'll see you guys next time.